After a long day, it's nice to unwind with a good night's sleep in a comfy bed. Unfortunately, everyone doesn't have this luxury. Reports show roughly 2 to 3% of U.S. children don't have a bed to sleep in. A Greensboro firefighter is partnering with a local nonprofit to meet the need in Guilford County.
Make sure everything's hooked to our hoses where we hook to the hydrants.
Greensboro firefighter Phil Rash has a passion for serving his community.
Take it back out of pump gear.
As a first responder, he witnesses a lot of disturbing events, including a lack of basic needs in many households.
It's when we go on calls and we're in people's houses and we see that there are kids that don't have beds and their living conditions. All right, looks like everything's good to go.
Rash helps ensure every child in Greensboro has a bed to sleep in at night. He partners with A Bed and a Book, a nonprofit that provides clean, comfortable, and age-appropriate beds and books to children ages 0 to 18.
I charged all the tools last night.
President and founder Annalisa Wall says she started the organization 3 years ago.
So we started in Forsyth County in the Winston-Salem area. Since then, we have moved into now Greensboro and High Points. And in the last 2.5 years, we provided over 400 beds to children that are sleeping on the floor.
Rash, who also co-owns AAA Heating and Cooling in Greensboro, agreed to sponsor 20 beds for 20 children in the Greensboro area. He and his fire crew plan to assemble the beds on March 31st and deliver them shortly after.
Some children on their own clothes at night to have something soft to lay on. Children that are sleeping on pallets of towels. Some children that are sleeping on air mattresses that would have a hole in it. When they wake up in the morning, it would be deflated and they would be sleeping flat on the floor.
Wall says this donation will help tackle a long list of families waiting for a bed.
And just to see those happy faces and to hear the stories from the parents saying how grades have improved, how the children are no longer lethargic in the mornings and they feel happy and ready to go to school, just knowing all that gives me the passion to continue to go to make sure every child has a bed of their own.
I hope that my donation also sparks others that there is a need for this, and that they definitely need donations and volunteers.
Each bed is approximately $380. This includes a brand new twin bed, mattress, bedding, pillows, and a book set. For details on how to donate or volunteer with A Bed and a Book, just look for the story up on my website. So this organization been around for 3 years now, and they've been doing some great work. What they do is they partner with a lot of community organizations, whether that be law enforcement, a church, sports athlete teams, and they're able to build these beds and provide them and deliver them to the kids in need.
I love, I was thinking as I'm watching this, just a bed and a book. That's part of childhood.
Yeah.
Right, like a basic necessity.
Right, reading a bedtime story. And they don't have a bed I hate that.
And the need is pretty great here in our area. She was sharing with me a couple examples. One of them that stuck out to me, there was a 10-year-old boy who he was sleeping on a pile of his clothes. And so his clothes would get wrinkled and he would wear them to school and get bullied about it. And so once he got his bed, he was able to not have to sleep on his clothes. And she even shared with me there was a 12-year-old who was sleeping in a crib. And what they did was they took the side railing off the crib so he could actually kind of fit in there. Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, just getting a good night's sleep is so important for so many reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
think about when we don't get a good night's sleep, how, the next day we maybe
Makes
are
a
sluggish.
difference.
Yeah,
Sluggish,
exactly.
and it affects your job. Like she said,
Yes.
these parents have seen their students' grades improve. So again, if you're interested in getting involved in donating to this organization, just look for my story on our website.